Here in Lagos, workers have joined the protest by NLC as they started their walk from Ikeja, heading to the governor's office in Alausa. The protests come less than 48 hours after President Bola Tinubu addressed the country to roll out some relief packages for the citizens. According to labor leaders, they want more worker-friendly policies by the government. They are also demanding a reversal of all anti-poor policies, including recent price hikes of essential commodities like petrol. In Kaduna State, heavy security presence can be seen in the state capital as members of the NLC joined their counterparts in protest over the hike in petrol price. Additional security personnel have also been deployed to potential hotspots to ensure a peaceful demonstration while protecting lives and property. The NLC members insist the protest is their powerful means of expressing their collective resolve to bring attention to urgent matters. In Enugu State, there was a large turnout of workers participating in the protest by organized labor. The protest started in a peaceful mode with officials of the Nigeria Police Force and the Federal Road Safety Corps accompanying the protesters. And members of the organized labor in Ondo State joined their colleagues across the country to, in protest over the recent removal of fuel subsidy. The peaceful protest commenced from the NLC State Secretariat in Akure. The workers were led by the state chairman of the NLC, Victor Amoko, and his trade union Congress counterpart, Clement Fatuashe.
Refineries in Port Harcourt, Warri, and Kaduna. 4. Release of 8 months withheld salaries of university lecturers and workers. 5. Accord appropriate recognition and support to the Presidential Steering Committee and the work of its subcommittees.
Gets to him promptly and is running with us. And for all the demands, I know that the President himself will appreciate the fact that you are assisting him to run his government, which is just about 2 months old in office. There's no way a president will know everything. More so, things affecting workers and the downtrodden. How many poor people will have opportunity of seeing the president? Not to talk of talking to him. But you have come to sacrifice your time, your energies, your resources.
We have our correspondent standing by across the country. Lupe Asom joins us from Kaduna, while Ayodele Moradeyo joins us from Ondo State. Let's begin with you, Lupe. What is the situation in Kaduna State? If you can hear me. All right, Lupe, you had mentioned in your reports that heavy security was actually deployed with additional security deployed to hotspots to avoid degeneration, of the protest. So bring us up to speed on the situation.
Well, of course, just as I said in that report, there has been heavy deployment of security personnel in key flashpoints in the town to ensure that the protest is absolutely peaceful and that there's no outbreak of violence. Of course, Kaduna State has had a history of incidences where peaceful protests and demonstrations like this have been hijacked by hoodlums or miscreants who take advantage of the situation to cause mayhem. So the security operatives were deployed at various flashpoints to ensure that the demonstration is peaceful. Of course, it's a nationwide protest, and the efforts are just to ensure that there's no outbreak of violence here in Kaduna State. Of course, Kaduna State has been quite violent, has history of this kind of violence. So the efforts are just to ensure that the process is peaceful and that demonstrators are not attacked by hoodlums or people who will try to take advantage of the situation.
Lupe, the protesters seek audience with the authorities, and what was the conversation about?
Please, can you come again?
I'm asking if the protesters sought audience with maybe the State Assembly or the office of the governor, and what was the outcome of that interaction?
Okay, of course, the Kaduna State governor was quite proactive in his measures, talking about his interactions with organized labor. As soon as he came into power, he held a meeting with organized labor and immediately reiterated his commitment to work with them to improve the situation here in Kaduna State. So that is it. He has also appointed a special advisor on labor matters. So the special advisor was right there with them. He received their letter, which contains some of their concerns, and the state government has promised to work with them to ensure that in Kaduna State there are no issues, and that the workers their concerns are addressed. So that's the situation. They actually submitted their letter. They marched from their headquarters to the stadium in the state, where they handed over their letter to the special advisor to the governor on labor matters. And of course, he promised that he was going to take that letter to the governor, who would act on it immediately. So that's the situation now. But for now, I can tell you that the environment is peaceful. The polity is quite calm. The demonstrators, they came out quite early, and at the moment, their protest has ended.
All right, Lupe, thank you for that update. Lupe has some for us in Kaduna.